Josh McDaniels has now been the head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders for 4 games. And that's like enough time. That's enough data to kind of start making some early judgments to say like, all right, there's enough pieces of information where we can start kind of putting together a narrative a little bit. And so after 4 games, obviously it's a disappointment at 1-3, right? No matter what happens, no matter what the other numbers are, 1-3 is disappointing. Specifically that it was the Cardinals, specifically that, we should have won against the Titans. Like the Titans begged us to win that game and come back, and we still couldn't follow through. It hurts a little more even after that. But after 4 games, few things I picked up. Like I mentioned earlier, the 2 things that I thought that Josh McDaniels would bring to the table, the 2 things that I thought were most important to him, the 2 things that I thought this is what he woke up in the middle of the night in a sweat, breathing heavy. His wife has to like shake him awake. Are you okay, Joshy Poo? What's going on? Turnovers and penalties, right? 2 things I thought would be his biggest priority. Okay. One of them, he's doing great. Penalties, 7th fewest penalties in the NFL. From the Raiders.
That's good.
The Raiders, the most penalized team of the last 30 years, the most penalized team of the last 10 years, multiple seasons on a consistent basis. The Raiders are the most penalized team in football, right? We talked about with like when Gus Bradley came over last season and how bad Paul Gunther was, how bad the last 10, 20, 30 years of defense was. Turning that around, battleships don't do U-turns. It takes a long time to turn something that big with that big of a history around. And it's true, right? Like the defense got a little better, but still below average. To get the Raiders to get their penalty issues in order on a dime, damn near miraculous. Not only that, but opponents are penalized the second most against the Raiders. There's only one other team in football that gets more penalties against them than the Raiders. So not only are we doing it on our end, we're instigating the other end. We're getting the extra points. We're getting the bonus penalties. We're saying we're so under control. We're so disciplined. We're going to toy with you guys. We're going to start feinting a little bit. We're going to start baiting you a little bit. We're going to start getting you to do penalties because we're so disciplined. My favorite stat so far of the first 4 games, the fact that our penalties are under control and we're making people penalize against us.
And that's why I'm very optimistic about the future of this season, because the only way you can get your penalties under control is with attention to detail and consistency. So anything that's wrong with this team can be fixed with attention to detail and consistency. And that's a great stat to be optimistic for in the future.
The other thing I thought would be his biggest point of contention and attention would be turnovers. They're not quite as good. We're at -2 turnover margin, 25th in football, right? -2. Second lowest in takeaways. In 4 games, we have 3 takeaways. That's it. 20th in giveaways. We've given the ball away 5 times. Now, if you go back to game 1, when Carr had the 3 picks, that's a big chunk of it, right? Since then, we didn't even give him his... No interceptions, no turnovers, no fumbles for Derek Carr. You got to give him his due. He gets an applause every time. When you turn the ball over as much as Derek, hey, this is crazy. Think about this. This is the you're looking for the silver lining. Yeah, we're -2 in turnover. If you don't count the Nashville game when Carr's pass just bounced off of Waller's hands like a volleyball set and it was interception, if you don't count that, that's 3 straight games of no turnovers for Derek Carr. That is Josh McDaniels at work. That's Josh McDaniels saying, all right, run a little bit more, throw it away a little bit more. Hey, if you throw for under 200 yards because of running the ball well, great. Just protect that goddamn ball. Yeah. So not good currently. On the defense, not too on the offense, not too bad, not terrible with the giveaways, and we're definitely trending in the right direction. Defense, we really got to get some. We really got to get some turnovers. Like that's. I don't know what the recipe is, but second worst in football. That's bad, especially against some of the bad teams we've played.
Congratulations for making it all the way to the end of our video. If you want Darren Waller to catch 20 touchdown passes next season and for Max Crosby to have 30 sacks, go ahead and subscribe and click the next video.